So you've just discovered the kettlebell. You think it's awesome and you want to change something in your life. You want to get into a solid workout habit. This video is for you. In this video, I'm going to break down 3 of the most powerful kettlebell exercises that you can do as a beginner. Plus, with a small bonus, we're going to check out the swing as well. One of the most popular kettlebell exercises that you can do. The idea is to help you get started, to help you keep going. And hey, I got a surprise gift for you. 30 days filled with kettlebell workouts for free. Check the first link in the description. Grüezi miteinander, Gregory von Lebe Stark here. You want to grab your kettlebell right away because this is a follow-along seminar. I'm going to teach you the exercises first. You can follow along and learn it, and then we're going to jump into a small mini workout. You can now grab your kettlebell. Make sure you have enough space around you. The first exercise that we're going to learn is a press. A press trains the upper body, almost anything. Your arms, your chest, your shoulder, and even your back. Now, since we are pressing with the kettlebell, it also has a so-called therapeutic effect for your shoulder because of the weight displacement of the bell. And this is awesome if you have banged up shoulders. I'm going to show you 2 variations, and you can try this with me right now. The first variation that we're going to try is the so-called double-handed press. Now, you place the kettlebell right in front of you, approximately, let's say like half a meter, a couple of inches. Now, you pull the kettlebell between your legs, then you bring it up, and then listen closely. You slide your thumbs inside the window of the kettlebell, and you grab the kettlebell with your fingers on the bell. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3. So now I have the kettlebell close to my body. The handle makes contact with my chest. My elbows are close to my body. I give you a second to adjust. Watch what this looks like. This is a so-called, we call this the CrossFit grip. Now, elbows close to the body. Now, what we're going to do is to press the kettlebell overhead. Press it overhead, and once it lands overhead, fully extend your arms. Really straighten your arms as far as you can. Maybe you feel some tension in your back. Maybe that's a little bit of a mobility issue, or you're not able to really fully extend the arms because it's a strength issue. Doesn't matter. You just try to do it. Now bring the kettlebell back down. The handle connects with your chest. Now we go back up. We breathe out when we are on top, and when we come down, we breathe out again. One more, and we come down again. Now drop the kettlebell like this. Awesome. That is a double-handed press. Now what we're going to look at is a single-handed press. Now let me show you what that looks like. The starting position is the same. The kettlebell is approximately a little bit in front of me. Now I clean the bell up, so I pull it into the backswing between my legs. And now as I pull the arm up, watch and listen what happens. Now this is a very advanced technique, but I'm going to show you the bird's eye perspective like I mentioned in the beginning. What we're going to do now is clean the kettlebell up, go into a so-called hand insertion, and rack the kettlebell close to our body. Now watch what this looks like. That's 1, 2, 3. In the end position, you insert your full wrist inside the window of the kettlebell so that the lower part of the handle connects with your forearm bone. And right here, the upper part of the handle is inside your web space right here. Now you close your fingers to a fist. Now elbows close to the body. Now we do the same thing. I press the bell up in a straight line. Once the kettlebell's overhead, I really want to lock my shoulder. I don't want to wiggle it around. I have tension and maximum safety. Now I bring it back down. Bring it back up in a straight line. Think about pressing the handles up first. Bring it back down. Drop it down to the floor. Now this is a single hand press. And as you might have noticed, it might be that this variation of the exercise is a little bit more difficult. And that's just normal. If you're not used to kettlebells, that's totally normal. The idea is just to maybe just get started with the double-handed press, build some strength in your shoulder and your upper body, and then you can switch to the single hand press. So that's exercise number 1. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cover the squat. Now, how does a squat work? A squat is a simple and yet powerful exercise. I'm going to show you again 2 variations. One is the body weight squat, where you squat with your body weight only, and the second is a squat with the kettlebell. Now let me show you what the body weight squat looks like. And you can try this with me right now. Make sure the kettlebell's a little bit outside your close proximity. Shoulder width stance, chest up, shoulders back, excuse me. Now, I'm hinging. This means I'm pushing my hips back. It's also called unlocking the hips. Now I'm bending the knees, and now I'm extending my arms in front of me, and I look down approximately in this angle to the floor. Then I come back up, bring the arms close to my body, breathe out. Watch this again. I go down, I hold this position, then I come back up. This is a body weight squat, a great and powerful exercise. Now, if we want to take it to the next step, with a little bit more weight and intensity, we do a goblet squat. Now, this whole thing changes now. I still do a squat. This means I'm still hinging and I'm still bending the knees, but the difference now is I try to keep my upper body as upright as possible. Watch what I did with the back squat. Boom. I was leaning forward, right? And I was pushing my hips out. Now with the goblet squat, it's a little bit different. Watch what I do. Cleaning the bell up. Now I grab the kettlebell by the bell itself with my palm and with my fingers, and I'm squeezing it. Try this. Bring it up. Now shoulder width stance, chest up. And now I'll go down into a squat like this. Watch. Knees out, chest up. Boom. Coming back up. Back down. Back up. One more. Back up. Now, as you can see, if I stand like this, I try to keep my upper body as upright as possible, and I don't want to fall forward with my upper body. That's not easy to do, and it relates to the press. Like I showed you earlier, the double-handed press is the easy version. The single-handed press is the more tougher version. And here we have the body weight squat being the easy version, and the goblet squat being the more difficult version. Now let's check out the final exercise. What we're going to do now is a hang deadlift. A hang deadlift is such a great exercise because it's a great precursor to a swing. Watch what we do. Kettlebell, back into the game, shoulder width stance, over the kettlebell. Now if I look down, I see that the handle is approximately alongside the middle of my feet. Now I'm hinging. Remember what we did in the squat? It's similar, but now I don't bend my knees too much, but I keep the knees a little bit more extended, but it still bends to a certain extent. This is what we call unlocking the knees. So knees are unlocked. Now I have a straight back. I don't bend it like the hunchback of Notre Dame. I make sure it is straight. Do not confuse straight with vertical. We have to lean forward into this position, and I have to keep my spine straight. And now I look down to the floor. I try to grab the kettlebell. I pull my shoulder blades back. Now I stand up. Now this is a starting position right here because we're doing a hang deadlift. Watch what it looks like. I'm hinging. I go down. Now I don't let the kettlebell touch the floor, and I come back up. Once again, I'm hinging. Upper body moves forward. I don't let the kettlebell touch the floor. I keep it in the air, afloat. One more. Now, if you do this correctly, you should feel some tension in your hamstrings. This means in your rear legs, and that's it. So now, essentially, what I've given you is not 3, but 4, 5 exercises with these 2 variations. So these are the 3 powerful exercises. We have the press, we have the squat, and we have the deadlift. Now, part 2 of the seminar is now we're going to do a follow along workout. And after this little follow along workout, I want to show you a powerful strategy, how you can incorporate this workout that I'm showing you right now into your everyday life. Because that's, for most people, that's the idea when they start a new year. They say, hey, I want to get in shape. I got this kettlebell. I found Lebe Stark. Awesome. And now I need a system that can help me to get in shape throughout the year, not just for the next 2 weeks. And hey, just as a small side note before we move on with the seminar, if you like these kettlebells that I'm rocking, we call them Superflow kettlebells. These are our own Lebe Stark kettlebells. If you're interested and you want to buy one, check the link in the description. Now, I believe in simplicity. I believe in minimalism, and I believe the easiest way to do it, or the easiest way to understand it, not necessarily the easiest way to move, because if we move, we have to challenge ourselves to a certain extent. But I believe when it comes to programming, it has to be easy, unless, just as a quick side note, you are an elite athlete. Then things change. But like I mentioned, 99% of us, me included, probably you included as well, we're not elite athletes. We're just normal human beings who want to stay in shape. So now, what we're going to do, listen closely, is the following. 10 reps of the press. And you can decide what kind of press you want to do. Do you want to do a double-handed press? Or do you want to do a single-handed press? And if you opt in for the single-handed press, we do 5 with the right side and then 5 with the left side. Then we're going to switch into the squat. There you can decide, what am I going to do? Am I doing a body weight squat? Or am I doing a goblet squat? And then we finish with the hang deadlift, also for 10 reps. So it's 10 reps for all 3 exercises total. The reason why I give you this option to choose is because it depends on your fitness level. If your fitness level is a little bit elevated and you're already at it, then you might opt in for the single-handed press and for the goblet squat. If you're just starting out, it may be better to opt in for a double-handed press, a bodyweight squat, and then the hang deadlift, we do it all together. It doesn't matter how fit you are, okay? So whenever you are ready, it's just a small mini workout. We're gonna move through it in a very slow pace because I wanna give you the feeling of what it's like to train with the kettlebell. So now, make sure you have your kettlebell ready. We are starting with the press. I'm gonna do the single hand press. That means 5 right, 5 left, and we're gonna go very slowly, okay? Are you ready? We start in 3, 2, 1. Now I clean the bell up. I'm using my left hand first. Clean up, boom, hand insertion. Now press. 1, 2, 3. Go slowly. 4. Deliberately. 5. If you're opting in for the double hand, you keep going. If you are doing it like I do it, we are switching sides. Other side. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Now, either place the kettlebell to the floor and go into the body weight squat, or follow me. Goblet squat or body weight squat, 10 reps. Let's go. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. Come on, 3 more. 8. 9. Last one. Come on, you got this. nice. Now, drop the bell carefully to the floor. 10 hang deadlifts. Breathe. Nose in, mouth out. Now let's lift the kettlebell up. 10 hang deadlifts. Ready? Let's go. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Make sure your spine is straight. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. Make sure the kettlebell doesn't touch the floor. That's 9. Last one, and we're gonna hold this position. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Back up. Now place the bell back down. Bada boom. You got it. So that's a small mini workout. And now it may be that you're like, oof, that's already challenging. And that's totally fine. So that means this is your journey's beginning. And this is how you're going to incorporate this system into your journey. By training like this. And here comes the strategy. Remember, I told you I want to keep it simple and easy. 3 times per week. That took us like 5 minutes of work, right? You do this 3 times per week. Do not get it confused or get lost in the sea of long, strenuous, and intense kettlebell training. Yes, that is a part of kettlebells. And yes, that might boost you to and bring you to the next level. But when we get started, the idea is we want to take it step by step. If the baby starts walking, we don't pick the baby up, put him on a bicycle and say, hey, let's do this, boy, you got this. Run this, girl. Boom. Oh, sorry. See, we don't do this stuff. So why do we think that we have to do it with kettlebells? Bonus tip. I mentioned how the hang deadlift can get you into the swing. And this is why I want to show you the swing now. Because the swing is one of the most beneficial exercises and one of the most popular exercises that you can do with a kettlebell, where the kettlebell shines the most. Now, you want to try this with me? We just want to do a couple of reps. I don't want to confuse it too much, so let's follow this. You stand approximately shoulder width stance. The kettlebell is approximately half a meter in front of you, like in the press. And now, I pull the kettlebell with one hand between my legs. Then I hinge, so that means hinging. Remember what we did with the hang deadlift? I'm hinging, and then I hip thrust the weight forward. The kettlebell is flying. As the kettlebell is flying, it starts to lose steam because there's an apex point where the kettlebell wants to go back down again, right? That's gravity setting in. So as soon as gravity sets in, we're switching hands. Then we let gravity do its thing. The arm connects with the body. I'm hinging again, and then I'm, boom, sending the kettlebell flying again. Now you want to watch me first, and then we want to finish this workout with a swing. But watch me first. I'm going to show you a couple of reps. This is what it looks like. Now, we are going to finish this workout with 20 hand-to-hand swings. Take a breather. Get yourselves a little bit hydrated if you have to. Shake it off. Now you're ready? An important disclaimer. Your first swings are always your worst swings. Doesn't matter. We all have to start somewhere. Are you ready? 20 swings in 3, 2, 1. Let's punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and park the bell. Boom, drop it. You got this. So here's the next thing that you have to do. You have to like the video, consider subscribing, share it with a friend, and then check out our academy right here. This is where I can show you our vast supply of kettlebell courses for people who want to build muscle, people who want to lose weight, people who want to get rid of their back pain. Everything is in there, so go check it out right now.